You wanna do the snow bids first, Joe, or the public hearing?
Let's get rid of that public hearing thing.
Okay. Okay, so public hearing for local law, chapter 64, section 21, to change this code from the planning department that the dock shall not exceed least to the point at which the water depth is 4 feet to 3.5 feet and at the mean low water. The fixed dock may not exceed 4 feet except where it is needed to comply with AD compliance. Would anyone like to speak to the public hearing? No one? Okay. Have a motion to close the public hearing?
Motion.
Okay.
Wait, yes, I am.
Is there someone from the planning board who could speak to this and the changes, or?
Roger did at the last meeting, and I'll be happy to help you. What do you need?
They are going to put the walkway, I understand, is going to go from the parking lot to the dock?
Yes.
It will. And then there was a question about, they said that you will have to go up and over steps if you are walking on the beach. Is that correct?
Yes. But that doesn't have anything to do with these two changes. That's the plan of what the dock looks like.
I'm just wondering, is there anything in the ADA that you have to have accessibility to walk along to get past a dock?
No.
You
The
don't have-
ADA ramp has to do with, the reason they might be longer than 4 feet is so that they have enough room to take a wheelchair and turn it around on the dock.
But you couldn't walk along the beach with a... if
With
you
a
had to
wheelchair?
go-
Not with a wheelchair.
Or if you
Well,
had to go up and
can
down
you now?
steps.
Right.
If you, okay,
Okay.
but you're gonna block off the beach, okay.
Okay. Any other comments? Okay, do I have a motion to close the public hearing?
Motion.
Jeff, second? Okay. Okay, snow bids?
One bid,
That's it?
that's it. Nobody wants to do our plowing. They don't like us. This is a bid from Quickway Sanitation, which is our current contractor for snow removal.
Rip it open.
Yeah, it's Christmas. You said it had to be sealed. It's sealed.
It is sealed, stapled all the way down the sides. Jeez. The suspense is killing me. Okay. Again, bid by Quickway Sanitation, our current contract, snow removal. Okay. 10-wheel dump truck with sander and plow. $175 an hour. 6-wheel dump truck with sander and plow, $158 per hour. Pickup trucks with sanders and plow, $115 per hour. 5-yard payloader, $355 per hour.
Do you have last year's? Do you have last year's? Is it the same?
Same.
Okay.
And we specify in, when they're gonna use which type of vehicle, like how many inches?
No.
It's 2 inches that they come out, not kind of vehicle that they come out in 2 inches.
Well, because I remember we had talked about this, I don't know if I ever read it, but,
We should put that in the contract.
yeah, I mean,
If
if
the board wants.
they just said, well, we sent the big truck, but there was only 2 inches of snow, it was not necessary. So, you know, we said for up to 2 inches to 3 inches, they use a pickup, whatever it is, but it's a different billing rate, so we should have a say in that, do you think?
Have they in the past been sending the massive truck in
No.
2 inches of
No.
snow?
No, but they could. I mean, if
They
they're
could,
gonna-
but what
if
if
they're gonna have a
what if
contract,
the
we should
pickup's
do
not
that.
He could
available?
run the village as well.
Right.
Yeah. I think all I've ever seen is a pickup truck.
I mean, we've dealt with Quickway, they seem to be pretty straightforward, it just seems to me.
The only time they've been in here with the big equipment was that 30-inch snowplow.
And they got
A
stuck.
couple of years
And then
ago.
they have the loaders in for that.
Yeah, and the payloaders in for that too.
All right, sure. Not a big deal.
Okay. So, I don't think I put a resolution for that. We'll have to add that when we get to the resolutions, do it for it now. All right, I call the meeting to order. It's 7:03. Pledge allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Frank, public safety report.
So Halloween went well. Public safety for the second year in a row, we didn't receive any complaints of criminal mischief or damage. We had 2 officers on duty that night, so everyone went well, it was quiet. The last 30 days, we only had 3 incident reports. Unfortunately, 2 dogs attacked a resident's cat on Washington. The owners of those dogs are out of the village, and it was referred to Brookhaven Town Animal Control. We conducted 3 house checks the last 30 days, addressed 7 parking violations, 1 quality of life violation, 1 property maintenance violation, and 1 new zoning violation. And just want to remind the board and the residents that if you're renting out a home, that you still require a rental permit now within New York. And we have a couple of rental homes that have not come in and submitted an application for a rental permit yet.
Do you want me to send that a reminder?
That would probably be a good idea. I'll leave it up to the board.
Are we gonna do the same thing at Christmas time and New Year's, those 2 weeks, parking on the street?
I certainly recommend it.
I
would
can put
again
it,
leave
I'll
to the board.
put it on the December agenda, okay. Okay. John didn't have anything, he said.
No.
Oh, okay. Announcement that Scotus having a holiday party on December 4th. It's at, anyone on the board that wants to attend, let Joe Newfield know. I would say, I don't know, do you know when the RSV date is? For that, fiscal?
I'm sure it's
Probably like,
2 or 3 weeks before.
Yeah.
So probably 2.
I would say by Thanksgiving, if you want to attend. I went last year and the year before, and you were there both years too, right?
Yes, worthwhile.
And it was good, it was
Where
nice.
is it?
It's at Mount Lombardi's in Patchogue. And a lot of the villages get a table, and the board goes, and it's a good way to meet other people. You know, Port Jeff's there, Belter's there, Oldfield's there, so.
Cindy's my birthday.
You get to find out, talk to other villages and see what they're doing with different issues. And it's good. Good way to network.
Yep. Okay, public comment? Alicia,
I just have a quick question.
name and address.
Oh, Alicia Todd, Washington Street. I just have a quick question. On the balance sheet, where does it reflect the cost of our roads repairs?
It's not on the balance sheet, it's gonna be,
This thing, the budget versus actual.
oh yeah, okay, so
budget.
that it looks, you go down to street, so that's gonna be expenses, street maintenance.
It says capital expense 0.
Mhm.
But didn't we pay for Washington and all the other streets we did?
Not yet, we didn't get the bills yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, capital expense, and
So it would be there though?
Yes,
No.
Okay, thanks.
no, it's not,
it's not capital expense.
it's not,
Okay?
it's expenses, the maintenance of street maintenance.
It's not capital.
No, it's not, so. Any other questions?
Cindy Davis, Birchwood. Just wondering, are we interviewing anybody for treasurer, or where is it being advertised?
Yep, we have a candidate that we're interested in, and Jeff and I have been talking to him, and once, we make a decision, we'll let the whole board also meet him, and want him to meet the bookkeeper, so we're in the process of working on it now.
Thank you.
Ron?
Ron Cagle, 10 Maple Avenue. As of last weekend, the park here is still being watered,
It was shut off on November 4th.
Well, I'd like to see it shut off before that. I don't know why it has to be October. There's all kinds to do. And besides the fact that I think it's overwatered during the summer even, but I think it should be shut off earlier than that. And also, the two outlets on the side of the tennis court, they're ruining the tennis court. And I don't know why you need them there. I'd like to see them taken away. It goes all over the court, and the court's getting in bad shape. And eventually, it's gonna just be no good anymore.
The two what?
I know, the two water,
Sprinkler heads.
the sprinkler heads on the other side of the court. There's no reason for them to be there. The main thing that watering is the tennis court. So I'd like to see them removed, and, you know, if you just leave the tennis court the way it's just gonna be a big nothing pretty soon. I know there's not a big lobby for the tennis court, but it is there, so why ruin it? And it's a relatively modest cost would fix it. At least let's not make it worse with all the water.
Well, now that the water's off, we can look at it in the spring.
Okay.
Okay, so. Anyone else? Harry?
Harry Berry, 15 Silver Beach. In regard to your discussion before about the stamping of the drains, can't happen. The drains are hardened steel or cast, and you can't stamp them.
So you think we should go with the spray paint and the?
Absolutely. The hardened steel, you can pound on it all day long, and it's not gonna do anything, and the cast will break. So, that's not a good idea.
Thank you. Anyone else? Okay. Resolutions. Resolution 11-2017-1, resolution adopting November 9th, 2017 gender as printed, so moved.
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Resolution number 11-2017-2, resolution accepting the monthly reports from November 9, 2017. So moved.
Second. All in favor? Motion carries.
Resolution 11-2017-3. Resolution directing Clerk Newfield to schedule and notice accordingly public hearing for December 7th, 2017 on a local law of 2017, amending Chapter 57, burning open. So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Motion carries. Should we do a resolution now for quickly?
Yes, it should be, the resolution should be.
Or you want me to add it at the end?
Well, I would add it in place of number 4, right? Number 4.
Yeah.
So, the motion, if I could say, the motion, motion number 4, excuse me, resolution 11-72, there's a motion to amend resolution 11-2017-4. The amended resolution would read, resolution accepting the bid of Quick Waste Sanitation as I'm sorry, is that what it's called, Quick Waste Sanitation?
Yeah.
Quick Waste Sanitation as presented, and authorizing the Village of Poquott to enter a contract with Quick Way based on that bid, and the mayor to execute same.
Okay. So moved? Do
Second.
I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Joe, for December 2, you want to get the contracts from the town of Brookhaven for the salt and sand? We'll do that for December? Okay.
Resolution number 11-2017-5, resolution to accept the audited financial statements beginning June 1, 2016 and ending May 31, 2017, as prepared by Cullen and Danowski LLP. So moved.
Second. All in favor? Motion carries.
Resolution 11-2017-6. Resolution adopting the sequel resolution for local law
This is gonna be 5, right, Joe?
5
Yeah.
Okay.
of 2017, amending Village Code Chapter 64, docks and wharves. So moved.
Second.
So this resolution, just as by way of explanation, this resolution is a resolution whereby the Board of Trustees adopts lead agency status, determines that the approval of this local law is an unlisted action for purposes of secret, and that the adoption of this local law will not conflict with the material conflict with any adopted land use plan, will not result in a change in the use or intensity of the use of land in the village, will not impair the character or quality of the existing community, will not have an impact on the environmental characteristics of the village, including level of traffic, energy, use of energy, private water supplies, Waterfront treatment activities, impair the character quality of any important historic or architectural resource, will not result in an adverse change of a natural resource, and will not increase in the potential for erosion, flooding, or drainage problems in the village of Poquott. And therefore, you're adopting, determining that the adoption of this local law will not have a significant negative impact on the environment, and you're adopting therefore what's called a negative declaration for purposes of secret. Negative declaration meaning that there will not be a significant negative impact on the environment.
Okay, you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so,
And that's by the adoption of this local law. The adoption of the local law, it contains two minor changes to the existing dock law. It's not, you're not approving the dock, you're approving a change in the,
Local.
or any dock, you're approving a change in the local law.
okay.
The way you said that, though, there was, I think, I agree in globally the statement that it's not gonna have an adverse environmental impact. But the way you talked about affecting the water and whether, I don't want to.
It's a water supply, quality of water supply.
Quality of water supply. I mean, it's gonna affect it, I just wanna make sure that we're not just pro forma voting no problem here, when somebody from the EPA is gonna say, oh, of course this project is gonna do that, because it's a, the kind of thing it is. So the wording, I mean, I don't think we've ever had a vote on something that actually did have an impact when we had to go through that process, so I'm unfamiliar with it, but.
No, we have.
We
We've
have?
done, when we did the
I
dog
remember
law
that.
and stuff,
Yeah.
so.
Okay, so, just, if you're just rereading it, we're on solid ground on that? As far as it not
Yes, but I
having.
mean, if you have any comments, I mean, I'm not the environmental engineer of the village, I mean, I just, but now I can advise you.
Engineer did.
It was,
And we're good?
Mhm.
yes,
Okay, all right.
this is recommended by the engineering company that.
He's actually the one who sent it over.
Okay.
But now's the time to discuss it. I mean, I can't tell you this is, if you have, if there is anything that you'd like to discuss, I mean, now's the time to discuss it. It really is the global impact. But the kinds of things that, the kinds of general things that are normally talked about or discussed are, noise, significant, impacts on noise, water quality, increasing energy consumption, things like that.
How does one define significant?
Changes in, well, that's up to, it's subjective.
And there could be two sides to it, maybe some,
I
something.
mean,
like
it's not as if we're
that.
talking about building a factory at the waterfront or something like that, clearly that.
We're not?
Fish factory.
Yeah.
But, no, I mean, that gives us a lot of wiggle room, so I don't feel like we're doing.
This is the same one that he used for the planning board, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
Okay,
more or
all right.
less.
Yeah,
All right, so we'll move forward.
But
Okay.
again, it's limited to those two changes, and what we're discussing tonight is not, the dock, it's the two
3.5 foot.
changes. Yeah, the 3.5 feet, and also the width of a municipal dock, if one, and then at a later time will be another secret one.
Mhm. For the actual built, right?
Yes.
Well, that's, I understand that, I mean, there's an issue about whether, I don't agree with it, but there was an issue raised about whether or not by blocking the beach, it's somehow not good, or it changes something environmentally where, I mean, I think it's necessary for us to have a ramp, and people have the option of walking around on the parking lot and keeping on going without going upstairs and whatever, but we are doing that. So I just want to make sure that as we move forward with the larger issue, not simply changing the 4 feet to 3.5 feet, that we're just pro forma saying, secret, no problem, no problem. If we have to do something else, I could, make sure we just.
Well, I'm encouraging you not to do that, to not say pro forma, but I'm recollecting, since you said this came from the planning board, I think the planning board actually went through this streaker form, and their recommendation, I think that they may have even recommended that.
That's what Chick said today, too.
Yeah, there was actually it was actually discussed at length at the planning board, and they recommended that it be determined that there not be a significant negative impact,
Okay.
and get a negative declaration.
All right, resolution 11 dash.
So we have to vote on it. We had a first and a second, I'm sorry, Steve, we had a
Okay.
motion and a second, we have to vote.
Oh, okay, so do, So moved, well, you said so moved, second?
Second.
All in favor? Motion carries. Resolution 11-2017-7, the resolution adopting local law 5 of 2017, amending village code 64 of docks and wharfs. So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Motion carries.
Resolution number 11-2017-8, resolution to schedule the Village of Poquott Board of Trustees meetings as follows to be held at Village Hall. Work session, 1/2 hour each.
1 hour.
1 hour before each Board of Trustees meeting. Regular session, December 7, 2017. So moved.
Second? Second. All in favor? Okay, motion carries.
Resolution 11-2017-9. Resolution authorizing village bookkeeper Hoffman to perform attached budget amendments.
So that's what we were talking about with Chris. So what happened is she put them all into capital expense for the computers. Yes, and so now, after speaking to Chris today, they decided to, if the computer was for the clerk's office, they got charged for the clerk's office. For public safety, they got charged for public safety. So these are the changes she has to make, and this has to be approved so that she can go in and put it into the right item. Okay?
Okay, so moved.
Second.
Okay.
Aye. Joe, you want to do the checks?
Okay. Accounts payable statement, 40 vouchers totaling $23,433.31, consisting of 17 unpaid bills on November 9th as follows. Ace Hardware, $63.23. Axe Creatives, $69.69. Big Yank Cleaning Service, $375. 4D Landscaping, $202.60.
Is that their last payment? Is that why it's an odd number?
No, the odd number is because of the trimming on
Oh,
Washington Street.
okay.
That was extra. Okay, Control for Landscaping and Mason Supplies, 6 yards of bluestone, $379. Nelson Pope and Voorhees, wetlands permits and feasibility studies, $3,280.25. Newsday Inc., 2 public hearing notices, $244. Optimum Cable Bill, $94.90. Brookup LLC, bill for legal expenses, $1,400. PSE&G Street Lighting, $455.62. PSE&G lights, light poles, $12.44. Wex Bank gasoline for the vehicle, public safety, $190.89. Total for the vouchers, $8,567.92. 8 checks to be approved. Paul Edelson, Village Justice, October, $250. Joseph Tropo Landscaping Supplies, 3 yards of bluestone for Steve's Path, $233.54. Newsday, 3 public notices, $600. Small Business Management Solutions, October bookkeeping, $446.25. Town Brookhaven, removal of down tree on 39 Van Brunt, $454.51. Triad Telecom bill for telephone lines, $124.62. 8 checks totaling $2,108.92. Credit card bill for Visa, Minuteman Press, $356. 1 bill, $356. 5 checks to be paid. Bella Middleton McCormick, legal representations, $275.36. Staples, $141.95. Times Beacon Record public notices on paving, $94.70. Verizon Wireless bill, $61.57. 5 unpaid bills, $573.58. Nine bills have been paid. Axe Creative, $5,235. That's for the $2,285 is the computers. Cannon Financial Services for $149. Dejana Basin Cleaning, $2,000 and $152.50. 4D Landscaping, 8 of 10, $1762.60. So it's 8 of 10, 9 of 10, we do one more bill. Gordon Jacoby, Videography, $249.90. Broke up bill for legal for September, October, $2,012.50. Sweezy Fuel Oil, Heating Oil for Village Hall, $176.99. Times Beacon Record, public notice of the dock law change, $88.40. 9 bills totaling $11,826.89.
Have a motion to approve the check.
Just one question. You had PSEG for street lighting.
Yes.
Now, because it's a related issue, now we have streetlights that are on all the time. And I
We don't
think,
pay for those.
so what is that?
Basically what happens is PSE&G figures out how long the night is. Dusk to dawn, that's what you pay for. No matter whether the light's on or off, you pay from dusk to dawn.
Okay, a resolution approving all checks for the voucher report. A second. All in favor? Motion to adjourn.